The final footage of Jeffrey Epstein alive has finally been released, 6 years after the pedo was found dead. The Financier was in prison as he awaited a major trial over sex trafficking charges after decades of sick activity with minors. Around 11 hours of new CCTV footage reveals life inside the Metropolitan Correctional Centre in New York City on August 9 and 10 in 2019. The looming threat of an FBI probe into Prince Andrew has also been dropped, with the Justice Department memo saying no new people in the case would be charged. Footage from inside the prison shows a grey-haired Epstein handcuffed in an orange jumpsuit being led to his cell by a guard at around 7:49 p.m. on the 9th. The pair moved down a small flight of stairs on the left of the screen and walked to the right across the common area as they head to his cell. CCTV footage doesn't show Epstein's cell door, but it would capture anyone walking to it, the Department of Justice said. Other than the guard leaving, no one walks across the common area towards Epstein's cell or away from it. At approximately 10:39 p.m, a guard appeared to walk in the direction of Epstein's cell and then reappeared within the view of the camera at 10:41 p.m. This is believed to be the last time anyone entered the area of Epstein's cell before the next morning. Guards can be seen walking around the common area just before 6:30 a.m. on the 10th as they deliver breakfast. At approximately 6:33 a.m, more guards enter the common area and walk towards the area of Epstein's cell, presumably after he was found dead. The disgraced financier was found hanged in his cell on the 10th, but speculation has been rife that others were involved. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino pledged to release the footage after it had been a Donald Trump campaign promise. Bongino wants to end all debate by releasing proof that no one entered or left the cell before the suicide. The FBI has now concluded Epstein died by suicide and that he had no client list used to blackmail powerful figures. Investigators found, quote, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals and no, quote, evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. The FBI has altered the footage that it released, increasing its contrast, balancing the colour and improving its sharpness for greater clarity and viewability. Bongino said the footage will prove the official police record to be correct. He previously described it back in May as, quote, clear as day, when he announced the Department of Justice would release the footage. Bongino said, quote, there's just nobody there. So I say to people, if you have a tip, let us know. There's no DNA, there's no audio, there's no fingerprints, there's no suspects, there's no accomplices, there's no tips, there is nothing. The video also supports a medical examiner's findings that Epstein died by suicide. Prince Andrew paid millions to Epstein victim Virginia Jeffrey in an out-of-court settlement 3 years ago while denying sexual assault accusations. He stayed at Epstein's New York home and was accused of taking part in an underage orgy on Epstein's Caribbean island. In 2020, the FBI asked the Home Office for help to quiz Andrew, but that investigation was paused last year. Attorney General Pam Bondi released hundreds of pages of information connected to Epstein in March, promising it would disclose a lot of names and flight logs that would, quote, make you sick. But the much-awaited release of flight logs was more overhyped and fell flat.